Hi, my name is Alex Garretson, and I'm a master's student at City College. I also work here at the American Museum of Natural History, where I take care of some of the live animals, and part of my job is making sure that their habitats accurately reflect the environment that they're native to. I've always been fascinated by how the environment has shaped life on Earth, landscapes in particular. Here, let me show you what I mean. The landscape of our planet is always changing, and we can see the ripple effects in the smallest creatures. In the Atlantic forest of Brazil lives a small, unassuming lizard on the forest floor. We don't know much about this species. It's only found in the Atlantic forest and the only lizard classified in the genus Ecpleopus. However, this tiny lizard can teach us a lot about the rapidly changing environment in which it lives through the field of landscape genomics. If we look at this lizard's range on a map, we see a two-dimensional blob, but the real world is more complex. Geographic features like mountains, valleys, rivers, and even human settlements scour the landscape. Climatic conditions like temperature or rainfall also vary from place to place. For a lizard that's only 4 centimeters long, some of these features can act as barriers, isolating different groups for long periods of time. This is one of the ways different populations form. But what factors of the landscape are influencing these populations? That can be a surprisingly difficult question to answer. Features we might at first glance assume keep populations separated turn out to not be barriers at all. Luckily, every living thing on the planet carries something that can help us out. It's called DNA. In landscape genomics, we look at a whole lot of DNA. And because DNA is passed down from generation to generation, it can provide us a window into an organism's evolutionary past. By combining information we get from DNA with different features of the landscape and climate, we can start to understand how the environment has shaped the distribution and populations of this species. So, why does this matter? While the Earth has always been changing, both the climate and the landscape today are changing at an accelerating rate due to human activity. This is drastically impacting the biodiverse areas of the world, the Atlantic forest in particular. By studying historic impacts of a changing environment on one tiny lizard, we may gain insight into how human activity may affect this lizard in the future, as well as other similar species. Through landscape genomics, we can ensure that life on Earth remains connected and healthy, despite the barriers.